the songbird. You know, as the good witch, like I have to really watch my mouth, right? Words are very powerful. And just like about 4 hours ago, I was saying to myself, I should stay here for a couple of months longer, like, because I'm getting my husband's work money. What is this hair on me? Soon, like in a few days, to add with my widow's payment. So here's goes. I'm thinking, wow, it sure is nice here. I haven't been seeing any mousies, rats, the size of your feet, nothing. No roaches. I don't have roaches anyway. And that is the truth. I don't know where this thing come from that everybody got roaches. That's not real. That is not real. As you can see, I'm not the best housekeeper. And on that table right there, that you can see in the corner right there, I just saw a mouse. A little bitty mouse. I don't give a I don't care. I had, usually, you see the door? The microwave's outside that door. I go outside that door. I hate microwave, but we're not supposed to be cooking here. I'm grateful to have somewhere to sleep. I'm not going to argue with the people or sneak. I'm not doing that. So I believe when I had the door open, he came in through the door. There are no holes anywhere. I haven't seen nothing. I've been here 5 months, and I've never seen nothing. Okay? What I do know is when it's cold and it rains, when it's raining cold, they try to come in. They're going to go in anywhere they can get warm. Okay? Now, right now, on that table, I'm going to have the maid come in and finish that off in the morning because I don't want to mess around with that little bit of stuff over there. So what I usually do, I come in, the microwave's outside the door. I come right in and I always sit the plate right there on the edge of the table because it's closest to the door and that plate is always hot that I use to the Pyrex, okay, glass. Even if it's plastic bowl. The plastic bowl that I cooked in earlier, it's in the trash. It's outside in the trash. Where's my trash can? It's outside the door. I emptied it, took everything. There was a bag up there with bread in it. It's in the trash. Because I saw him trying to climb up on the pickle jar. But I guess too slip and slide. He couldn't do it. He couldn't get in there. He can't open the damn jar. Hello. Not like he can open it. All right. But still, he was licking the bottom of the bowl that I had cooked in. That motherfucker's in the trash. God forgive me for cussing. It's in the trash because no amount of disinfectant will be enough for me to get it clean. Okay? I would never, ever, ever put no food on that table again ever. Okay? Never. I mean never. Okay? Now, honestly, about the magic part, because once you open your mouth, what you said was not going to come true or was going to come true, and then here it is, bang. It's like I called the damn thing. Just from even thinking about how I was so happy to be away from mousies and rats. You see? On a cold, rainy day. Right. And I left out of this room a few times and left the door cracked. Like to go get ice, to put the food in the microwave. It smells good. Hell, I guess just walked right up in this room from outside the door. The door's in the hallway. Yes. So, after I took the bag off the table with the bread in it and everything else that I could find, the bowl, everything. Okay? And put it outside. I left the door open so he could crawl his ass off that table and leave out the door the way he came in. That's right. Damn right. Because looked like clearly he was looking to find some way out when he saw that there was nothing there for him to eat. And then I took some red peppers that were dry, and I crushed them up and threw them all over the table, along with sprinkles of 99, 97 proof alcohol that I sprinkled all over that table. So while he's walking all over that, you can carry that back with him wherever the hell he's going. And so when he licks his hands, I'm not. Even though I washed my hands, trust me, if I put my fingers in my mouth, it's going to be burning the hell out of my mouth. Those hot peppers are very, very hot. Very, 100%. When I first took the trash out and I came back in, I still seen him looking for food. And trying to crawl up on the pickle jar over there. Okay? Which is going in the trash. I don't care that it's glass and he couldn't penetrate it with his germs. It doesn't matter. It's going outside. Okay? I had some little breadcrumbs on the bed and some cereal crumbs. You know I eat my cereal. I love my cereal. And I just ate a big bowl of shredded wheat. 2 bowls. Well, I swept the bed off with my hand and I didn't let it hit the floor. Why? Then they'll be everywhere. I swept it right in my hand, put it in the trash, and put the trash out twice. I threw out everything that he touched. It don't matter that it was closed. I threw this shit in the trash, and I threw my trash in the trash outside. There's a barrel outside. I threw it out there in the rain. I threw it out there. If he wants that smell that he wanted to follow, that's why I opened the door so he can follow the smell. Follow the smell, go on out there and get it. Because you ain't going to get nothing up in here. Nothing but some hot pepper seeds and some alcohol all over your feet, your mouth, whatever. That's all the hell that's over there. I don't see him. Ah! I think I do see him. Ah! Ugh. And now he's looking for water. I'm going to make sure I had them motherfuckers come in here. And tomorrow, I'm buying me a mousy plugs. I'm putting one plug over here, one plug over there. Cause I don't know where, I don't give a fuck. I never seen that shit before all these times. That water bucket is it looks like it's going in and out that plug. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. But I don't give a fuck. But by tomorrow, trust me, that table ain't gonna be nothing up there. Not even that box gonna be up there. That box only has clothes in it. And I definitely don't want to be, thank God they're in Ziploc bags that they came in when I bought them. You're looking for water. That thing is see that ice bucket? It drips water. That's what it does. I'm talking a lot of water that I had to keep putting water, I had to keep mopping it up with the washcloth. So that means he was drinking water. I don't know how long this been going on. That's the first time I ever seen that thing. It looked like a baby. Okay? Because they're bolder than the parents, of course. But I ain't seen him in here before, ever. Maybe I had too much stuff over there, and that's why I didn't see him. Well, I feel really sorry, but he ain't getting nothing. No, he ain't going to want to come in here after tomorrow. He ain't going to never want to come in here after tonight. He ain't getting no more water. That thing was dripping. I mean, that thing was draining. The water was draining out like somebody turned the faucet on. Like it had a hole in it or something. I had to even put a plastic bag to put my ice in there last time. I'm all set. I would never, ever, ever put anything over there again. Or any on these tables. No food is not going to be nowhere. And by Saturday morning, hopefully tomorrow, I'm going to have a mousy plug over there, the electronic, sonic sound. One over there, one over here. I'm getting 3 or 4 of them. I don't give a shit. They don't want to be coming in this room, period, ever again. I'm going to put 1 in the bathroom. I might put 2 in the bathroom. They could be coming out the drain. They could come out of the drain. Easy all day. There's alcohol over there. He ain't going to like it. Look like he went right inside that plug. My God, he's not getting electrocuted going in that plug, going in and out the fucking... He's trying to find a way out of here. I never seen him in here. I truly, truly believe it's today. It's his first day in here from the cold rain. He ain't gonna never want to come in here no more. Everything on that table gonna be off that table in about 2 hours. Not like I can go over there and bang on the maid's door and force her to get up right now with her special spray. I seen a spray man over here 2 days ago. He was spraying the hallway around the edges. I only kind of knew what that was when he started spraying the edges of the wall. That's for mousies. I seen him outside in the parking lot next door because there's kids living in that hotel next door. You know, they have refrigerator, stove, everything. You know there's mousies up in there. With all them kids running around with all their snacks. Yeah. He ain't gonna like it here. He ain't gonna never want to be in here no more. Guarantee you. Today is Friday. Within 24 hours, it's either gonna be midnight it's gonna be today. Because I'm going to call my PCA and call him and call him and call him and call him until the phone falls off the hook and he answers. Early. Okay? And we're going to get some mousy plugs today. I'm not playing no kind of games. One's going right here by my computer. Because I would really freaking have a heart attack if one crawled up on this table, which there's never even any food over here. But I eat in, right, you see where I eat, laying down, sitting up in the bed, right? I love that, right? Since I was a little girl. Ain't nothing gonna be crawling around. I'm not fighting over my food, and I'm not doing that. That's not how it goes. I don't want nothing crawling on me while I'm sleeping. None of that. Right? Wait till that lady get up. Wait till that office. They sleep too. Gotta let them sleep. I wanted to crawl over there to the office. I wanted to go over there and bang on the door. No. You know, I don't want to do that. You know, at that apartment, I was seeing 5 at a time. At once. Walking towards me. They always think like I'm their best friend. Yes, I love animals. Obviously, they can sense that. But I'm not part of the Mickey Mouse Club. No. I don't want to be. My mother, when she was a little girl, she was part of the Mickey Mouse Club. I'm not talking about, I'm talking about the TV Mickey Mouse Club. She was actually part of that. I'm not part of the Mickey Mouse Club on TV, off TV, or nothing. I'm feeling creeped out. I'm not down with it. And then trust me, before 24 hours is up, he ain't gonna never come in here. Him and his family, and now they probably took some hot pepper seeds over there to him. He ain't coming back in here. You're looking for water. Why? Because you got them hot pepper seeds all over your hand and your mouth. And you know that water was coming up out of there. Ain't no water coming out of there now. I dried that thing out. Dried it out. Threw the bag out. It had water in it. Everything. I got rid of that. First thing that little critters like is water. Wherever the water is, that's where they're going to be. That's where they're going to be. That's why you always find them in the kitchen or the bathroom, because they love the water. They got to have water. And this food and water, oh, psh. Not in here. That is dead and over. I am so glad that I just seen him today, this morning, inside this half an hour. I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to make sure he never come in here, him or his family. So like I said, I'm going to have a supersonic plug right there behind this computer. One over there behind that ice bucket. Okay? And one in the one or two in the bathroom. I don't care. I'm going to put one over here too. I'm going to put one in every plug in this fucking room. I'm not playing games. I don't mess around. I'm not going to sit there and live with them and make room for them or none of that. I'm not going to make space for them or none of that. I'm not going to feed them. I know I had some cheese over there that I'm not supposed to eat because it's processed cheese. And when I was cleaning up over there about 4 or 5 days ago, I noticed that all the cheese had little bites. I couldn't tell if it was my fingernails there. I'm like, when did I do this to the cheese? I can't even eat this. Why would I do that to the cheese? Obviously, I had that cheese sitting there too long. That I know I couldn't eat it any damn way. I should have gave it away. I threw it away when the maid came in here last time. I threw it away. When I saw them little things, you know, I'm like, what is this through the plastic? Look like something. Look like something. Like I tore it through the plastic. When did I do that? No, I didn't do that. That was a little mousy. So he been in here a couple of days. Or whatever. Or maybe, like I said, I had that cheese and then I kept going out a lot for hours at a time in the morning. And every time I came back, I know I smelled that funny smell. I know what they smell like. They smell like freaking corn chips. That's what they smell like. Stale corn chips. If you smell something smell like corn chips and you ain't bought no corn chips and you ain't eating no corn chips, there's mousies in your house. That's what they smell like. Corn chips. Fritos. That's what they smell like. Fritos, corn chips, all kind of corn chips. All of the corn chips. I'm not down with it. Now, before he was just sitting around like he just couldn't stop searching. He was searching for that cheese. He was looking for that cheese. You ain't getting no cheese over here. You ain't getting no kind of cheese here. Nothing. No cheese, no water, nothing. And when I leave, I'm leaving out of here early this morning. And I'm bringing back me some Pine Sol and some Lysol and some bleach. I'm not playing games. And I'm getting in touch with my I want to make sure my PC, I'm not playing. I'm calling his ass at 5:30. It's almost 5:30 in the morning now. And I'm going to call him up and let him know. I need the mousy plugs. That's an emergency. That's an emergency. It's, when this show go off, it's going to be 5:30. I'm calling the PCA. As soon as I click this off, I'm calling my PCA. There ain't nothing but hot pepper seeds over there now. And alcohol all over the table. He ain't liking that. And I ain't talking about liquor, because I ain't had no liquor and I don't drink liquor anymore anyways. I don't drink that shit since I was, I might even take it like I need a drink and can't even drink it. That's not about that. I think it went inside that freaking plug. I know he ain't just sitting behind that ice bucket. They don't be still like that long. I was wondering why that plug looked like it's halfway out, like it don't go all the way in. Next time he come near that plug, you're gonna get something in his ears. It had supersonic, ultrasonic sound that they hate. That should go all through the walls. They're not even gonna come in the walls over here. Period. Nope. He ain't gonna like it. He not gonna like it, and neither is his family or none of them. Ain't nothing to eat here. Bad enough he gonna have to go tell his family. Of course they communicate. Don't be stupid. You're gonna have to go tell his family she put hot pepper seeds and alcohol all over the table. There's no more food. Nope. And there ain't gonna never be no more food over there. Any food I bring in here is gonna be in that fridge. And that's it. Inside the fridge. Flour. I threw away my pancake mix and all. It was open and it wasn't in the fridge. And it wasn't tied up and it wasn't in a Ziploc or none of that. And even if it was, once it's out, I see him, he actually stood up to try to crawl up on the jar, but it's too slip and slide, he couldn't grip it. You crawling all up on my stuff? I don't want that stuff now. You can go outside and eat it. You can have it outside, not in here. That stuff's getting out of here. Yep. Ain't gonna be no bread, nothing. Half of everything over there is closed. I feel sorry for some people that live here. Now, see, the good part is that was gonna definitely make me clean up more. That's number one. And that's going to keep me from leaving any food out ever. You know, like sometimes you make a sandwich, you just want to take your time and eat it slowly. Now I'm going to have a problem with that until I get them plugs. That's going to be in 24 hours. Inside of 24 hours, I'm going to have plugs in here, and then I won't have to work, but I'll still have to keep it clean. They'll try to take a chance. They'll try. They'll burn their ears out trying to get something good to eat. I don't see him. I don't care. He's had his last moment in here. He ain't gonna like it, and that's good. You ain't supposed to like it, and when you're around me, you ain't gonna feel uncomfortable. Not unless you're a cat or a dog or something like that. Other than that, you better get away from me. You're gonna get killed. You're gonna get killed if I can't make you get away. You're gonna have to get killed. And you know how I love animals. I don't want to kill him. He's kind of cute, but not cute enough for me to just keep him in here and make space for him or nothing like that, or feed him. I'm not doing none of that. Yeah. I'm not his damn friend. I'm not. Yeah, be his friend if he's outside. You better stay out there. Get on back out there and stay on out there. Usually I'd be turned off all the lights by now. Everything off. But I felt his presence. I felt him. You know, he has a spirit. He had a big spirit for such a little creature. I felt him. You know? I wouldn't have looked for him. I felt him like I just felt him just now. While I'm sitting right here. I felt him. Now this mess is getting in my way. All these pop-ups. I hate that. I hate this. You know? Oh, here's too much stuff from my Google. Now that they're sending me my husband's Social Security, now all of a sudden I get a text message from a lady from Section 8 and a lawyer. Like, now they ain't gonna accept me anyway because now I have too much money for Section 8. You see how they do it? I could have had an apartment all this time. They claim it was no good apartments. But I got 20, and I was just thanking God. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stay here a little while and build up. No, I'm not building up no lot of nothing in here. I'm not buying no lot of nothing in here for something to be hiding up in it. I'm not doing that. There's people here, they have a lot of stuff here. Like, their whole life, you know. My whole life is here, but it's not as what I left behind. What I left behind, if I would have brought that up in here, except for my keyboards and my computer, what? I went, what? They'll be hiding all up in there. Boy, they'd be having a good time. They'd be like, shoot, we got a good place to live. No. I can't wait for the sun to come up. I got stuff to do. Like, I'm going to be up. I'm going to be on that bus so early. I'm going to be on that 7 o'clock bus. I'm not playing around. Make sure. I already threw away everything that was open. Anything that was open that he could eat is in the trash. It's all the way in the trash, as it should be. That is dead and over. I'm not living like that. So the good part is, like I said, I can't put any food down. And I can't buy a lot of stuff. When I saw that, and he was just hiding behind the bag that I had on the dresser, like he just hid behind that little ice cube bucket. I'm thinking about the people I seen here. Not that I've been all up in like a party in everybody's room. It's not what's going on. The maid, You know, she's been here 15 years. Think about that. Can you imagine what she's accumulated in her room and how many are hiding in her room? Can you imagine anybody that's been here that has a lot of stuff that they brought with them because they didn't want to lose their stuff? They better keep it in their car or something. Because they don't need nothing to hide. Now, that stuff on the table is fine because I don't have any food over there. I have no intentions of putting any food over there. I'm glad I saw that because I'm not putting no more. I was just going to set up food over there. I can't do that. I'm not doing that. It's dead and over. I guess either I'll be getting less food because whatever doesn't fit in that fridge. I'm glad I saw it now because this month I'll be getting 200 food stamps. Thank you, God. And for the first time, and that'll probably be my last time since I'm going to have my husband's Social Security this month coming in a few days. So hopefully I can still get those food stamps because honestly they'll know about it before I even get the money, and they could shut me down before I even get the little 200 food stamps. The good part is I know not to buy a lot of stuff. I'm just going to buy a little bit every day, just a little bit. And I mean a little bit. Just enough for dinner or breakfast that day. Put it in the fridge. And whatever can't fit in the fridge, I ain't buying it. It's a good thing. I saw that. I mean, I already had plans already looking at the sales flyer and everything on how many boxes of cereal I wanted. That would have all been full of mousies. Ain't enough room in that little refrigerator for me to stuff cereal. Maybe one box. I'm just going to get one box at a time and stuff it in the fridge. Yep. That would be smart for me to do that. I got a box of crackers I just opened. I'll put them on top of the fridge. I don't know. But before I leave, I'm going to put them inside the fridge. I don't trust it. You know. Other than that, it's a beautiful place. I don't have nothing against this place. I mean, because even in the store, there's mousies at the store. At the Stop and Shop up the street, they have mouse boxes outside the store next to the carriages. I was mortified. I was like, oh my God, if they got that mousy box out here, that means there's mousies be coming in the store? Doesn't mean it's a bad place. Just means there's so many mousies. Just way too many. So, I guess, see, when I was in Tuskegee, I didn't see any mousies. You know why? Because there's lots of snakes. A lot of snakes. Snakes, you know, 1 foot long and 2 feet long snakes. Most of them as long as my arm. The regular amount size is like the size of my arm. So there wouldn't be any mousies. It would make me want to go get a pet snake. That's what it's making me want to do. But I'm just going to get the plugs. And that's going to be inside of these 24 hours. Peace, love, and light, and respect.